Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout I get.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Fairly short kick, taken into 14 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete, an excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Another carry now for Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. And a former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Kill! Yellow lady! 21!
On second down, here's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Breeze now on first down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Samson Abukum in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Breeze to throw on second down. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Breeze to Ingram on the draw. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Where you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Gurley again here on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Detroit!
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Again they run with Gurley. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
And this throw will be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Pushes over him.
Now, that's just not right.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. second down, Ingram. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Shotgun now for Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now Breeze. And that is incomplete here.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Breeze will try again on second down. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Hoyer. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Okafor in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now it's Ginn. Look at the spin.
Balance.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. It's Hill, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle and almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Aaron Donald. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's caught by Mark Ingram. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Breeze. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Detroit!
Hoyer. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
The Rams on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Detroit!
Here's Hoyer. And this is going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Breeze now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Mark Barron. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. It's still a nice play by the defense.
Now left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll look to throw now on first down. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the eye. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Tyler Higbee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, two.
On second down, here's Breeze. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Good set.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. Thomas barreling ahead. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. To throw is Breeze. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
11. Got it.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll find Everett there complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that was complete to Gurley. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Patriot! Patriot!
Right back to him on first down. Trucks over him. He's to the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they...
Ingram churning. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Back to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Okay, I think we can safely agree. That's not a call you see very often on 1st and 10.
Ever. Who calls a
that?
first down sneak?
I guess the best we've probably seen is a first down quarterback draw.
Right.
Yeah, but not a sneak. But they did gain yards.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.